Welcome back to the 8th season of Speidel's California Minute podcast. I'm your host, Catherine Zidane, the editorial director at Speidel, and this week we're covering some questions that we've been receiving from practitioners on the October 16th disaster postponement due to the California winter storms. If you need detailed information on the postponement, we have an on-demand 1-hour webinar titled Understanding Extensions for California Storms, and you can see what's covered and get signed up at caltax.com under webinars. Any taxpayer who resides in, whose principal place of business is located in, or whose tax professional is in any of the California counties affected by the winter storms is granted a postponement of time to file and pay most types of federal and California tax obligations until October 16, 2023. Here are the answers to some questions we've received regarding who qualifies for these postponements and which types of filings and payments are affected. Relief from federal and California tax and payment deadlines is available to taxpayers outside the listed counties if their tax preparer is located in one of the listed counties. Currently, all California counties are listed counties except for Lassen, Modoc, and Shasta. The postponement also applies to partners and S corporation shareholders if the partnership or S corporation is located in a listed county and is unable to provide the records necessary to file the partners or shareholders' return. For taxpayers who are outside California, but whose tax records are in one of the listed counties, or for California resident taxpayers who file a tax return in another state, we recommend that you contact the applicable state tax department to determine whether postponement relief is available for the other state's tax return. Taxpayers located outside the listed counties who want to request an IRS postponement have to call the IRS's disaster hotline at 866-562-5227, explain that the necessary records are located in a covered disaster area, and provide the FEMA disaster number or IRS announcement of the area where the tax preparer is located. We've also heard from many tax professionals that they've successfully submitted bulk requests to the IRS for postponement of their clients' federal tax and payment deadlines via an Excel spreadsheet for 10 or more taxpayers. Information on how to do this can be found at irs.gov/tax-professionals/bulk requests from practitioners for disaster relief. The FTB has not established a similar approach to obtain an extension for taxpayers located outside the listed counties. Instead, the FTB FAQs state that in this scenario, quote, it is recommended taxpayers and tax practitioners retain records to substantiate they qualify for disaster relief, for example, utility bill, bank statement, etc., end quote. All payments scheduled for or payments due with tax returns that were originally due on or after January 8th, 2023, or December 27th, 2022, or March 9th for some counties, and before October 16th, 2023, are postponed until October 16th. This includes, but is not limited to, the following payments. The balance of the 2022 pass-through entity elective tax due on March 15th for calendar year taxpayers, and the 2023 prepayment of the pass-through entity elective tax due on June 15th, the 2023 estimated tax LLC fee due on June 15th, the $800 annual or minimum franchise tax, individual and entity estimated tax payments, and any installment payments that would otherwise be due during the postponement period. Taxpayers can file the returns now and pay the tax later. Just make sure to send a payment reminder in early October to your clients who chose this option to avoid having interest and penalties imposed. The postponement does not apply to payroll tax deposits, but it does apply to real estate and non-resident withholding information returns and remitting withholding payments, the FTB Form 592 and 593 series, and it also applies to IRS Form 8804. The postponement applies to extended returns. If a fiscal year taxpayer had an extended due date that fell within the January 8th through October 15th postponement period, then the original extended due date is automatically extended to October 16th. Taxpayers are not eligible for an additional automatic extension beyond the October 16th postponed due date. We've also run several articles on the postponement in recent issues of Speidel's California Tax Letter. For more information on this monthly publication written for and by California tax pros, go to caltax.com and click Publications. That's all for this week. Join us next time for another episode of Speidel's California Minute.